Hi, I'm Shu Hua.
And I'm Kai Yi. Malaysia has not held any major international sports event since the 1998 Commonwealth Games and the 2001 SEA Games.
We as Malaysians are very excited for this event as it's set as a milestone of the country's history.
Therefore, we are very curious about what the public has to say about this major sports event.
So today, we're at MITEC, one of the SEA Games venue, to conduct an interview. So let's go! On my right is Mei Xian. So Mei Xian, what's your favorite sport in SEA Games?
Well, my favorite sport is actually volleyball because I myself am a volleyball player and I've been playing it for a very long time.
What do you think is the main purpose of holding SEA Games?
Well, I think the main purpose is to unite our people. Like when we host these events, all of us get together.
This year's SEA Games is hosted by Malaysia, so in what aspect do you think they should improve on?
Well, I heard that there's an incident where the athlete's bus driver had an accident, and I think that is quite a problem and should be improved.
Who is your favorite athlete and why?
My favorite athlete is actually Man Ganang from Indonesia volleyball team. She has a really powerful spike, and that's why I really like her.
So next, what's your expectation towards your national athlete?
Well, I hope that they try their best and score for their goals. Yeah.
So lastly, what do you think government should do to discover more sporting talent in the new generation?
I think they could host like a camp to discover new talents.
Thank you, Mei Xian.
No problem.
On my side is Mr. Francois. So what's your favorite sports in SEA Games and why?
Well, I would say my favorite sport is volleyball, simply because I used to play volleyball when I was young.
Okay. What do you think is the main purpose of holding SEA Games?
Good, because I need to think.
Okay, it's okay.
The main purpose, I would say, is to accommodate, to have good time with your colleagues, with your friends from other countries.
This year's SEA Games is hosted by Malaysia.
Yep.
So what do you think Malaysia need to improve on? Like, for example, ease of transportation, management.
As far as I can see, it's very well organized.
Who is your favorite sportsman or athlete? What makes you like him or her?
I heard about somebody who is number one is in squash, but squash is not part of SEA Games, is it?
No, yeah.
So I know nothing.
What kind of characteristic or attitude an athlete should possess to excel in their goals?
Obviously performance, but also behavior and attitude, because obviously they are representing their countries. So yeah, I think a very good positive attitude, team energy is what I think athletes should possess.
Yeah, on my left is a Malaysian national player for gymnastics. His name is Chow Jun Rong. So when do you start training for
gymnastics? When I was 9. So which is I'm 19 this year, which is 10 years already.
Okay. Can you describe your training schedule?
Depends on my training schedule. For example, if double training, which is 9 to 12, and then 3 to 7. And if single session training is 3 to 7. Yeah.
So what do you think is the main purpose of holding these SEA Games?
It's a good advantage in SEA Games in Malaysia because like the crowd cheering loudly and all my friends and family will come and support me. So it's a very good advantage for me.
Okay. So this SEA Games is hosted by Malaysia. What aspect do you think Malaysia need to improve on?
Improve the flag, the Indonesian flag. Okay, that's a very silly mistake, but you cannot blame our athlete. You can blame the officer there. And one more improve is I think the environment here, but it's very cool here.
So next, in what way you think SEA Games can unite the nation?
Because a lot of people don't know sports, and after almost 20 years, since 2001 until now 2017, like you guys are just few years still baby last time, right? So now I need the nation to know what is sport and support more in gymnastics or other than football, badminton.
Who is your favorite athlete and why?
Conor McGregor.
What sports is it?
It's like UFC, Street Fighter.
I know.
Conor McGregor. He is really like he's a bit mad, but he makes me feel motivated when I watch his video.
Yeah, he's very explosive, right?
He's very confident. I am a confident guy, but we need to be confident, but we cannot overconfident. Yeah.
What kind of characteristics or attitude do you we hope to see in future athletes?
Of course, no drinking, no smoking. That's the main point for athlete. Okay, have to be disciplined as usual. You need to be a champion. You need to be a disciplined athlete.
Okay, so what expectation do we have for our current SEA Games national athletes?
Of course, the overall champion for the Merdeka celebration, right?
Thank you for your time. Alright.
And that's the wrap for our interview today.
As you can see, there are many improvements that could be done by Malaysia in hosting this kind of major sports event.
In spite of that, CMs has succeeded in uniting all Malaysians.
In such times, all our differences are set apart, and the only thing that exists is our patriotic spirit which unites us all.
We cheer and support our very own player that strive to make our country proud.
So let us all use this sporting spirit to strive and preserve national unity. Happy Merdeka!